Hey fellow tennis nerds, I hope all is well. Today I want to talk about this racket here. It's a Solinco Whiteout 98. The specs have been released. I think it's pretty much for sale now. I've been testing this racket for quite a while. I've really enjoyed this frame. I can say that straight away. It's not a switcheroo for me. I will get into why, but I really like this stick. It's developed together with Roman Prokes. You might have seen my Roman Prokes review on tennisnerd.net. It was a bit of a failed podcast because of my recording stuff, but there's a written review. Roman is a super nice guy, very knowledgeable about rackets, helped Novak fine-tune his current stick of choice. So it was very nice talking to him, and I was happy to see him involved in the Solinco racket. So it's not only this Whiteout 98, there's also a Blackout 100 that I haven't yet tried. I hope to get a demo of that one so I can give that a go as well. So I'm really keen to test both the Whiteout 98 and the Blackout. So this review deals with the White 98. The White 98, it's 98 square inches, obviously, 16-19 pattern, pretty open pattern, quite lively string bed. That would be my main pet peeve, really. 305 grams, like a Blade 98, Extreme Tour, Pure Strike 98, quite a few rackets with similar specs to this on the market. And I'll talk to how they compare, and I'll talk about how they compare as well. And it has a 21.7 millimeter beam, which is very similar to the Boom Pro. That's 22 millimeter. And it has a swing weight of around 290 without strings. You add strings, you're gonna bump it up around 30 points. 320 swing weight, nice kind of maneuverable feel to it, but still pretty stable. I think a 320 swing weight should suit a lot of intermediate, higher level intermediate to advanced players. I think this racket is just a very versatile frame that will find its way into people's racket bags because it plays very nicely, has pretty nice power. I would say the stiffness is around maybe 60, mid 60s, 64, 65 with strings. Good power level, nice spin potential, and great feel. So you really feel the ball on the string, but with this frame, if we look at the tech that delivers all this, it's nothing really mumbo jumbo, pretty logical stuff. It is foam filled, so you're gonna get that extra stability, comfort, bit dampened feel, but definitely a comfortable frame thanks to the foam tech that they installed here. The handle is also filled, similar to many pro stocks, with silicone, or many other brands trying, like VDM tech from Yonex and a bunch of other usually filled racket handles. We have REVA from Vulkel, for example. So there's a liquid crystal material inside the handle as well, and that makes all the sense in the world. They have also added some graphite strengthening material at 3 and 9 to increase that stability and that plow through effect. Also very common way to treat a tennis racket, and all these things, they work well together, and I think that creates a very nice racket. Perhaps the only thing I did notice is that it does eat strings quite quickly. You would need to be up on your wrist stringing if you hit with spin. I felt like the string bed is pretty lively. The string pattern is pretty open, so if you prefer a very low launch angle, there are probably other rackets on the market that will work better for you. But if you like to add top spin, you don't mind some extra help on your shots when it comes to generating depth, but also height above the net, I think the Whiteout 98 is a great stick for you to try. So that was my main issue, really, was that I sometimes felt that the ball could launch on me a bit. I wasn't 100% sure at all times where the ball was going, like I would be with a Prestige or a Blade, perhaps. But overall, that extra easy spin and depth was very intoxicating. The feeling is extremely nice. It was whippy yet stable, two very good things to have in our racket. So I was very close to being completely taken by this frame for a while. It's evident when I brought it to the event in Stuttgart, for example, and I just lugged this one along, even though I had kind of finished my thoughts about it, because I enjoyed playing with it so much. So it's a racket I can really recommend. I think they did a great job for a new racket brand, pretty much. I mean, they did a few rackets before. I tried one of them, wasn't convinced, to be honest. I think it was the Shadow 98, but this racket is so much better. a much superior product and with greater playability. So besides the slight control issue from the springy and launchy string bed, I felt like this racket is a great stick and will suit intermediate to advanced players. So try a deader string, that's what worked best for me. I tried Power Black, I tried Confidential, I tried Hyper G Soft. Confidential was my pick in the end of these strings, but if you keep testing, I think I can find something with a deader response that's going to give me a bit more control and make it even better. So I'm going to try that next time I string up this frame. So well done, Solinco. This was a very nice stick. Very happy to see a new frame. We're known for your good strings, but this one actually impressed me quite a bit. So give this one a go if this sounds like a spec and a type of racket that you would like. Nothing huge on serves, but overall just the feeling, stability, playability, some easy power and depth, but still remains pretty controllable if you add topspin. I think all these things add up to a very nice stick. So that's all pretty much about the Solinco Whiteout 98. I hope to try the Blackout 100 when I receive one for demo, and we will see when that happens. But so far so good in terms of these new Solinco frames. I think you will find them on the Solinco website. Not sure if they will be available on Tennis Warehouse or other retailers. It remains to be seen, but for sure they should be available via Solinco and probably some distributors out there. Okay, I think that's it. Really nice stick and a fun playtest. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you want to support the work I do, please join Patreon, patreon.com/tennisnerd. If you want to buy something, a racket, a shoe, or you want to join a service like Top Court or Swing Vision, all great things. Try my links in the description below. I get a small commission at no cost to you. Big thanks for that. And I would really appreciate if you could subscribe and tell your tennis friends about Tennis Nerd. Thanks a lot, have a nice day, and don't forget to play some tennis.